Well, hello, and how are you? Washington County, good to see you. Anthony Schaus, good to see you. I am just getting on. I have my YouTube all set up good, and I'm raring to go. And how are you guys? You're just relaxing? Oh, Anthony, you're at 3:59. Fantastic. And you're good? That's great to hear. I'm on a little late tonight, but it's all good, isn't it? So is everybody getting sick of the rain? So, Anthony, um, would you like to come up to panel? And you, Washington, do you ever come up to panel? I know Anthony likes to come up, but sometimes he can't. So, can you all hear me? Well, hi, Carolyn. How are you? You doing good? You've been outside a lot today, haven't you? So, Carolyn, would you like to come up to panel? I know it might be late for some of you. Oh, you're exhausted? Hi, Mark. How are you? Are you feeling any better, Mark? You've been having it rough. I tried to stay positive today, even though it rained and it wasn't supposed to. But so, well, hello there, Globey. Sugar Creek. Hello and welcome. Well, howdy to you. Alex Americano. Welcome and good to see you. Yes, I see you're new, Globey. But welcome to my channel. We love new people. And how are you? Am I saying that right? Glovey Mealy? I know you do, Alex. I love that. I think everyone should be greeted. I like to welcome them and chat with them. Everyone is welcome here. Oh, you don't understand spoken English? Well, hello, Deidre. I'm pretty late today. Welcome, Deidre. Okay, Carolyn, I know what it's like. Yep, I'm late tonight. I fell asleep, took a nap. Hi, Rosanna. Yeah, I am really late getting on tonight, but I just can't help it. I just got sleepy and out I went. Probably all that rainy weather doing me in. But I got a little bit of work done today. Well, Glovey, thank you for joining us. Grammy Debbie. Yes, I did, Glovey, but you're not allowed to put stuff like that uh, on, on, on the chat. Oh, well, Grammy Debbie, I understand a lot of people don't get notifications. I think YouTube is in, you know, transition, I guess. We just don't get notification. Yep, Sugar Creek is just raining everywhere. Okay, I see that. We'll try to see what we can do, Glovey. You live in Italy. Well, that's fantastic. Well, hello there, Bobby. Oh, you're lurking? That's fine. Lurkers are welcome. It's all good. Now, has everybody hit the thumbs up for me? And there's Life with Linda. Hello and welcome. And Glovey E uh, is Italian. Okay, Glovey, Glovey, you can't ask for uh, signups. Okay? You don't understand me? Okay. Let's see if I can type it. Okay. There you go, Glovey. I know you're from Italy, but we can't have that in any of our chat. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, Glovey, you are welcome, because evidently you're using some kind of translation or something for the written, and you don't understand spoken English. And you're welcome here, but you can't ask for support. Well, there you go, Bobby. Lord knows I've done it enough on your show. Just sometimes I'd chat, and sometimes I'd just kind of hang in there and listen. And okay, Glovey, we're trying to work with you. There, thank you, Linda. Yep. Grammy. Now that is perfectly acceptable if you tell someone, that you support them or got them. That's fine. It's just that Glovey here doesn't understand. Um, she's not from America. Yeah, I think she's Italian, and she's asking, and that's the one thing YouTube does not like. Yeah, you can say buttered their biscuits. You can say anything you want. I don't particularly like the SUB word, but okay, my comment. So, there you go. See, Glovey, Grammy, Debbie visited you. Oh, Rosanna, thank you. Thank you, thank you. John Isabella, hello and welcome. And yeah, Anthony says he follows us. And Yeah, that was very nice of you, Rosanna. Maybe she understands. Um, and I don't really like to disqualify people from being our friends just because they're foreign. As long as I can work with them. So, Rosanna, has it been raining in your neck of woods? I don't know, you might have told me, but I was busy with trying to get the chat set up. And Linda, did it ever settle down at your house? And Anthony is 9 away for 366. Fantastic, Anthony. Yeah, yeah, thank you, Rosanna. That is, yeah, that was a good thing to do for her. I think it's a her. Well, there's Bench a Banana. Hello, hello. Oh, boy. Yep, we got rain today, too. Again. And Grammy got you, um, Anthony. And everybody's doing the thumbs up. Fantastic. So have we, John Isabella. It rained every day. And I believe it rained every day last week. All right, Sugar Creek. You going to bed? Yeah, we're going to have a great night. Good night and pleasant dreams. And I am having coffee. Yes, even this late. So Mark went out to eat today. He and his wife, which means he's feeling some better. And I'm glad to hear it. I hate it when my friends are sick. Oh, you can't have caffeine after 5. Yeah. Well, John, I kind of did myself in. I took a nap. So it is nice to have you, Warren. I know you've been kind of out there working on your building. I've tried to follow you, but I know you haven't. I know you haven't been online much. Oh, and Glovey said she loved horses. She probably loved the race, but it's super nice to have you, Warren. Urban Viking Explorers. Hello and welcome. Urban Viking is a friend of mine, and he's really good to see you, Urban Viking. Oh, she is a girl. Okay, I thought so. I see most of you, or some of you, caught my video this afternoon. It's all the things that are either blooming or kind of nice to look at. I took a little walk around, and I wanted to document what my poor little herb garden looks like now. It's very sad. And I also, later on, I want y'all to see how awesome it will be, because I do something really, really great with that herb garden every year. Well, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you liked it. And Mark, yeah, that's right. You guys saw it. Chef Dalian, hello and welcome. Yeah, it's just a little uh, collage, more or less, of all the little pretties, and the blossoms. Uh, they got beat with the rain. The rain came down really hard, and here I was waiting for them to come in all their splendor, and they got beat up. So I took their pictures anyway. I put them right on video. But yeah, I will love to show you what that herb garden will look like um, when it comes in pretty good. I'm glad you all are welcoming each other. I love that. I put herbs everywhere, sprinkled here and there, but that was my official um, herb garden, dedicated. And yes, it looks pathetic at the moment. Oh, Urban Viking is supposed to do an abandoned army base tomorrow. No telling what you'll find there. And Warren says hello to Chef Dalian. And Grammy says hello to Warren. Rosanna says hello to Chef Dalian. Yep. Um, yep, Mark, that dedicated herb garden, it doesn't take long. But what I do is I do mulch it, because it being on the ground, it is so hard to keep up, keep the weeds out. So I use cedar mulch. It's a little pricey, but I'm not able to really go up in there and weed, nor do I want to. Where the raised gardens are a lot easier, I don't always weed them. And the raised beds, I usually have them so full that it's not necessary to weed them. And then I also have 3 more gardens over on the other side of the house that I'm working on. I encourage everybody, John, I encourage everybody to grow something, even if it's in a pot. Stick your little, one of the easiest things is parsley. And you can grow parsley. It's so easy. And the more you cut on it, the more thicker it gets. And parsley isn't just a garnish. You can snip them, and it makes all the difference when you're cooking with fresh herbs. And parsley is one of those that you can put in anything, and the health benefits are amazing. Yeah, plus you got to stay busy, and it gives you, time out in the sun. So, gardening in Gnome Town, welcome. Oh, and Rosanna says her potatoes are going real good. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Grammy. You've got to figure out ways to grow it in your van. Yeah. That might be challenging. But now, my particular herb that I love is cilantro. And I grow a lot of it because uh, when it gets hot weather, it just like wilts. I mean, it bolts. So that would be a good thing to grow in a pot and put it in a shade later when it gets real good and hot. Urban Viking Explodes. You have a nice sized garden? Yep, gotta love it. That's right. One thing about the rain, if you've already got the stuff out, it's definitely getting the rain it should have. That's good for germination. Yep, that's true. Peppermint. Yep, it is good. A lot of times, Warren, I'll put that peppermint. I get the essential oils. I put it on a cotton ball and stick it in the windows, so to get rid of the bugs. I have screens, but still. Oh, that's right, Grammy. Yep, the peppermint. Yep. Yeah, I also use diatomaceous earth. It's um, it, it's a powder, and you can get it at your different garden stores. I sprinkle that around the doorways. And well, hi, Noodles. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Yep, it rained. Oh my gosh, Grammy Debbie, it sure. Oh gosh, it rains and rains and rains. Yep. Anyway, I sprinkle that diatomaceous earth because it keeps bugs away, but it's also good if your animals wallow in it. It'll even keep the bugs off of them. It's actually the stuff that I get. I think I get it at Tractor Supply. Uh, it's actually a food supplement. I guess I give to livestock to keep them from getting worms or whatever. Um, so it's so safe, and yeah, I sprinkle that stuff very, very liberally. if you're alert. Now, see, I don't know all the allergies. Um, I'm not sure about that, Grammy. People with special uh, conditions or needs, I try not to get into. Uh, that can be dangerous, so I usually try to tell them to check with their doctors on that because I would hate to steer, the wrong way. Yeah, you meant for the diatomaceous earth. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. See, I don't know how the allergies are. Are you allergic to eating shellfish? Because you wouldn't be eating it, and I don't exactly know how it would affect you just being, maybe you would be smelling it. And of course, it's very, very powdery. Hey, Ron, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I just know I kind of like having it to, because I have so many dogs, and when they run, they bring fleas back with them, and that diatomaceous earth seems to help them. At least they don't get a foothold into my lawns as bad. And where it's organic and organically based, I prefer that to anything else. It's just the calcium. Okay, John, thank you. I didn't really read up on it, so I don't. I mean, I have read up on it, but I just know it's on my regularly used list, and I do remember that I use it liberally. We have a lot of different. Okay, thank you, Ron. Is that right, Noodles? I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that they're allergic to the iodine. Maybe it's too big of a dosage, for the. Yeah, Ron gets around. Okay, Noodles, that's some good information. Now, I don't know about that, Mark. I know you're. I don't know if they picked that up from the ocean. Is that how that would be there? I've never heard or even thought of it. Yep. Yes, anyone that doesn't know Ron Neitzel, please check out his channel. Now he's got some amazing he knows a lot about the gardening and the different remedies and tricks and potions. And yes, and he has a brand new book, The Green Wizard. There it is. There is the link to his book. And for you newer people, I do have the book. And there's also I did a review, I did a video. If you check back on my video list, and I did a fairly in-depth review. Yeah, Grammy, you might want to check that out. And also check his link. He's better at telling you about the book than I am. I just use this stuff, that's all. And I highly endorse the book. So, well, that's true, John. I just don't know the danger levels. I haven't been keeping up on the toxic levels. That I do know we're not supposed to eat a lot of fish. We're not supposed to eat it every day because of that. Mainly it's the mercury. Yes, and Ron also has a channel. And I believe this is his the link to that channel. You might want to uh, get associated with that channel also. So, Ron, you want to come up and talk about your book, or are you tired? Oh, they did have a high level of opioids. Well, you know, that is a sad state of. Oh, thank you, Ron. So there is my review that Ron posted the link, and he also has his other channel link. And I the one reason that I promote his book is because everyone knows I'm highly aboard the organic movement. I'd like to revive it. We get so lazy. Okay, Ron, just wanted you to know that you're always welcome. Um, I wish everyone would pay more attention to what they are eating and putting in and on their bodies. And I'll admit, I don't know everything, but I have devoted most of my life to trying to being as uh, clean and healthy in my eating. Okay, Grammy Debbie, thanks for stopping in. And even if you have to start slow, the very best way is to grow your own. The next best way is to seek out your farmers markets and ask around. Ask them, do you put chemicals or pesticides on your crops? And of course, demand your grocery stores carry more organic, non-GMO foods. They do listen. That's great, Warren. And so Ron goes, and puts many recipes in his book of how to make your own home and yard and garden safer. And he also tells you how to, how to fix the soil. It all begins in the soil. If it's not in the soil, you're not going to get it in the food. So that's my little spiel on that. And if you'll look, my channel is a lot about uh, gardens and organic and that sort of thing. And our bodies need certain nutrients every day. And if you don't supply those nutrients, you're strong. If you're young and healthy or strong, um, your body will forgive you for a while, but after a while, it's going to make you pay the price, and you can come down. That's when you come down with those diseases like arthritis and diabetes and worse. Hi, Jeff Spader. Welcome. Good to see you. And Extension is going to bed, but you wanted to stop by. Well, thank you. Yeah, I know I'm on late tonight. I took a nap. I do indulge with whatever my body tells me. If it says, hey, oh, that is very nice of you, Triple X. And I know you come in a lot, and it's very appreciated. Like there, Anthony Schaus is 10 away for 387. But you're moving right along, Anthony. That is fantastic. And Deb Spader, yeah, it is always, always nice to see you. Okay, Rosanna, you take baby girl for a walk. I understand. Hey, nice to see you, Warren. And I'm so glad that you came to my live stream. And Death Spader had a beautiful day today. Well, it was, the day itself was beautiful. It just sucked that it rained because it rained. I believe it's rained every day for the last month. You can't prove it otherwise by me. Okay, Rosanna. Now, I'm sure we had a few days it didn't rain, but oh boy. And then you know what's going to happen, don't you? After all these rains, and then it's going to just dry up and not rain and not rain and not rain. So, to make sure we have to work extra hard at our gardens. 8 away. All right, Anthony, you're moving on up. That is so good, Anthony. Fantastic. I am still having my coffee. And yep, I'll probably be up all night. Ooh, Death Spader, that is perfect. Sun in, it was all sun in Toronto today. 65 degrees. Wow. That is a great day. It's a great day for working outside. Well, hi, Matt. I'm doing great. How about yourself? What you been up to, Matt? Anything good? Yeah, I know, John. He likes it the colder the better. So it's been under 60 and he loves it. And he already misses winter. John, I really, really like you, but I can't agree with that. I at least like 75 and sunny, 72 and sunny. It's 84 where Deidre's at. I could take that too, Deidre. But now John would be extremely uncomfortable. John, where are you again? Do you have to deal with hot weather? Passion for Pets. Hello and welcome. Oh, you did not, Death Spader. Oh, I'm so envious. Found an old sterling ring with an aquamarine. Ooh. You know what? You're going to make me want to get mine out and start looking for gems. What kind of an area was it, Death Spader? I should probably come and check your channel out more in depth to find out where you're getting the good stuff. I live on a farm and I wouldn't know where to look. And John's in Rhode Island. Okay, you're pretty safe there, aren't you? I don't think it gets that hot there, does it, John? And passion for pets. Uh, what have you been up to? Chef Dalian, you are correct. The weatherman is never correct. Oh, Mark, what I was saying about diabetes is our diets can reverse diabetes. Now, I know that's a little bit controversial, um, but I have done it and I've seen others do it. You know, now I have to be careful here because, I don't want to step into the doctor's realm, but doctors are so quick to treat the symptoms of a disease, but they don't go into why you got it. So all those things that we talked about that helps diabetes, and if you did control your diet, it would go back to where you didn't have diabetes. See, diabetes is um, it's systemic. Hi, Just a Girl, welcome. Oh, someone recommended me. How nice. Well, I love hearing that. Would you like to tell us who did? You don't have to. But anyway, we're glad to have you. And um, I see you don't have any videos, so you are more or less a viewer of YouTube. Is that correct? And that is fine with us. You have a nice title. You have a nice picture up there of a flower, and you are a-okay with me, and very, very welcome. Um, anyway, Mark, getting back to the diabetes, it's also a lifestyle uh, disease, if you will. It's from not living correctly for a long time, not eating correctly. And so when you go off of your regimen to control diabetes, you get it again. Okay? So I'm not saying there is a cure, but there's not a cure. As long it's all lifestyle. If you're going to live a certain lifestyle, you're not going to have diabetes or arthritis or anything else, okay? But if you go back to living, and not paying attention to what your body needs, you're going to get disease and ailments. And there you go, Bo Santana. Hello and welcome. You're new, aren't you, Bo? And I see you don't have any uh, videos either, and that is fine. You're welcome here. Well, the cure is, Bo Santana, it's a lifestyle change. It's simple. If you give your body what it needs, limit or cut out the things it doesn't need, your body really is an amazing machine and wants to heal itself. Yes? Well, hi, Brian. I was just thinking about you. I was also talking about you. All good, though. And everyone welcome Brian. He's a very good friend of mine. Yeah. Well, you're certainly welcome, Bo Santana. No, I was not saying naughty things. Not about you. There's nothing naughty to say. Because you know I'm nuts about you. Boneyard, hello and welcome. It's so nice to see you. Yes, she is new. Oh, Carolyn, my good friend Carolyn. Yes, she is an awesome lady. Awesome. And Brian is awesome. So, Boneyard, what have you been up to? Anything good? I tend to ramble on about organic foods and uh, gardening, and but I guarantee you, before the night's over, we'll be talking about food, food and cooking, and uh, but I generally my live streams are open to the people in the chat, and actually the live streams belong to the people in chat. I'm just here overseeing it. So, oh, you're cooking? See, I told you it would end up with food. Yes, Bo, I am in a warmer. I'm in southern Kentucky. So you did understand what I was saying? And I truly believe you do not have to have these diseases if you take care. If you let your guard down, yep, you're going to get it. You get something. And here's another little piece of encouragement. If you are living and breathing at the moment, no matter what you have, it can be helped. Might take some time, but it's never too late. So that's why, even no matter how sick you are, hey, don't give up. Get out in the sun, work a little bit, make sure you work up a sweat. Well, that's true, Chef Dalian, but you know what? Um, there's a lot you can do to help yourself. But yeah, I know that. And it's one of the harsh facts of life. Mark, I don't quite agree that you have to be a veggie to. I think that you can have small amounts of lean meat. But yeah, you need a whole new lifestyle. Yeah, that's right, Bo Santana. But you know what? Most hardworking people do work up a sweat, but they have no idea how much good that is doing for their body. That is giving the old lymphatic system um, a good workout. And, you see people that sit around a lot and they don't get that lymph system working, and that's not helping your body. Yeah, someone that works hard, they're usually quite healthy. I know my husband's always worked hard, and it never bothered him to sweat either. And he'll be 72 tomorrow, and he is on absolutely no medication, no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no anything. However, you rarely see him sitting around. That's right. My husband's hardworking, and I do think it matters. Well, the reason it matters is because um, if you don't normally work hard every day, but you have a choice to go out and maybe work in your gardens and work up a sweat, or stay inside in the air conditioning, you might want to reconsider and go out and work in that garden. And that's why it matters, Bo Santana. Yes, passion for pets. Oh, thank you. Everyone's wishing my husband a happy birthday. Well, thank you, Mark, for telling me that. Um, Now, Bo, we gave you every opportunity, and you had to go blow it. So I'm sorry. So there you go. Sorry. Oh, and you did yourself a world of good, Mark Bennett. Yeah, Mr. Bo was leading up to something. I wanted to be a little bit argumentative, and I put up with so much, and then after a while, my mods or myself will not take it. So that's how we handle that. Thank you for posting that, Mark. Yeah, mastering diabetes. I will tell him you all wished him a happy birthday. Yo, Deidre, Hawkeye Deidre. She's really cool. Oh, they're great. Yes, they are. Um, masteringdiabetes.com. And they say they teach just like I'm teaching, right, Mark? Yeah, I've studied this stuff a little bit. Okay, everybody, clap their hands for Deidre. She did a fantastic job. She got on it faster than I did because, see, that's why you have mods. I get to talking about something or get on a story, and I do not see the, you know, the nasty comments. And by the way, I do like it that they're timed out because then I report them to YouTube, and then I delete them and they go to my little YouTube jail. So I don't think I put him in jail. I think I just reported him. Maybe I should go back. Excuse me while I go back to make sure he's in jail. Well, he is now. Okay. So he gets timed out, reported, and then, oh, I will, Bobby. I will tell him um, that you wished him a happy birthday. Yeah, everyone loves Mr. B. You know, you talking about a happy guy. He stays happy all the time and works hard. He doesn't have to. He's retired. But he knows if he sits in the recliner and watches TV all day, and it's not good. Yeah, Chef Dalian. He's behind bars now. I'll be right back. So you mods keep a lookout. I'm going to go tell my husband everybody's wishing him a happy birthday. Okay, I went and told him, and now see, I wouldn't be able to leave my screen if I couldn't depend on my mods. Yes, Mr. Bills, Mr. B, Ted, and some people even call him Mr. Elegant, and he's good with that too. He is so non-defensive, like he's just a happy-go-lucky guy. So, yes, because there again, I want to thank all my mods, or I would never be able to get up and go anywhere or uh, get coffee or anything. So that's how important your mods are. And on the other end, people that uh, I didn't used to like to have a lot of mods, but you're also given a little bit of protection, because if you're a mod, other people can't um, push you around. So, John Isabella, you're here enough that, yes, and my mods also welcome each other, welcome new people. Mods, they really can make or break your channel, and that's why they're so important and so well loved. Oh, so Matt is back. He had to go to the convenience store. Well, welcome back, Matt. Well, thank you, Mark. And welcome back, Rosanna. Yep. Yeah, people come and go all the time. Because, all right, here I am hosting a live stream, and even I have to leave sometimes. So, and of course, if it's one of our uh, regular uh, chatters, our friends, and they accidentally say something wrong, we just gently remind them, oh, YouTube rules, we can't do that. We don't pick on our own. We encourage and love our own. And we try to teach and enjoy, mainly to enjoy them. So that's what we're doing now. That's astronomical, Linda. 27 touchdowns of tornadoes. Mm. Oh, Matt, that is nice, isn't it? Just to sit outside. Yep. Now, is everyone remembering to give me the thumbs up? I didn't think thumbs up were important. I thought that was for our own use. But come to find out, that is a tool that YouTube uses to promote my channel. So it's more important than I thought. Yeah, I bet the pressure was something around your house, Linda. Thank you, John. John, did you notice your wrench? And Matt, you are well trusted also. You're getting a wrench. Yeah, people that come in a lot, even if you're not here every time, but I know you come in like for weeks or months and I get to know you. Oh, you're very welcome, John. And I know you're here a lot. So our screen is lit up in blue, and that's fantastic. 15 watching, 23 likes. That's fantastic. And 0 dislikes in 71 minutes. And those 71 minutes have flown by. You guys are fantastic. When I'm into the chat like that and you guys are chatting with each other and with me, the time flies. And that's when I get to see all my people, but even if they have to come and go, I get to see them and chat with them. That is why I YouTube. So tomorrow, like I said, is Mr. B's birthday, and we will go out to dinner. Oh, thank you, Deidre. We will go out to dinner somewhere. In fact, my daughter, I mentioned it earlier, she sent money to take care of my husband's gift and a Mother's Day gift for me and dinner out. And well, actually, she sent $100, and I'm sure I can get what we need in that. Actually, I think that's very generous of her. Happy birthday, Mr. Clinton. Oh my God, John. So you're taking your lady out to dinner? Yeah, my daughter lives, far away, so she uh, she wanted to know what we wanted, and she is really good about getting it. Yes, happy birthday to your wife, John. Uh, and she's really good about mailing them, but she said, "Is it okay if I just send money?" So sure, that way we can get exactly what we want. Y'all know what I'm getting. It will be something in the floral department. Okay, I'm going to write that down, Mark. You know, Mark, I know you read up a lot on that, on health issues, and that is how you learn. And you talk to different people that are knowledgeable, and you talk about people who live with what you're dealing with, and is able to control it. You're on the right track. I believe I believe you really, really want to get well, and I really believe that you will get well. There's a place here called Cheddar's. Have y'all heard about it? Uh, do you guys have one in your area? It's relatively new here, and we don't have a lot of nice places to eat. We're a very remote, isolated area, and we just don't have the shopping or the places to eat that bigger areas do. So Cheddar's is, yeah, it's a place where you can get a fairly nice, healthy meal, as healthy as you can get from a restaurant. The shepherd's pie, yep. Now, in my daughter lives in Michigan, greater Detroit area, and she knows all these restaurants that strictly serve organic meals. We have no such animal around here. So it's up to us to cook our own. But the hubby really does love to eat, and you can splurge every now and then. Oh, they take your order. Now, the hubby does well on a buffet, but I have to be extremely careful on buffets. Yeah, they take your order. I'm a little bit disappointed with them because they had this spaghetti dinner. It was a baked spaghetti, and they don't have it anymore, I don't think. It was scrumptious. But they do have a pretty good menu. Do you eat there much, Deidre? I'll try their shepherd's pie when I go. That would be an excellent comfort food, wouldn't it? You don't go there often, no. Yeah, and somehow I have to find Mr. B wants socks, and that sounds like, oh wow, big deal. But he wants the really, really good kind that you can't put um, a hole in immediately. Mr. Bill's is rough on clothes, socks, shoes, everything. And you never know, he might kind of guide me down to Lowe's or Tractor Supply for something else. LLB, yes, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, I should check that out. Mr. Bills is the type of guy that no matter how much you pay for work boots, and I have paid plenty, they're still not going to last long on him. You got to figure he's up and down steep hills, weed whipping. cutting down trees. He gives his boots a workout. And there is a guy that I can hire to help with the weed whipping, but I have to really work hard to convince Mr. Bills because he insists that he can do it just fine. That's always a good thing, Mark. Prayer goes a long way. And everybody that comes to the chat knows that that's one of the things that I believe in. And Mark, I do pray for you. I guess because you're trying so hard to get your health back. And be right back, okay? I'm still working on that cup of coffee. Now, I used to pack a lunch when I went shopping, but I've gotten lax. You figure an hour there, an hour back, and then wherever you go to shop, you're gone most of the day. However, I can go. Oh, there you go, Deidre. That's what I need to get on next. The water with lemon. Now I can go to the small town, and it's only a half hour away. However, there's nothing there. But they've got one of those little mini baby Walmarts. There's nothing in there either. And there's a very limited grocery store. They're limited with their selections and sky high prices. And what else? There's a sort of a nice, yeah, enjoy yourself and make memories, right? And there's sort of a nice Mexican restaurant in there. And we have a little teeny Dollar Tree. And then, of course, we have the usual fast food places that I can't stand. That's basically it. And there is a hardware store. But, all those places, except the fast food joints, close at like 5, 6 o'clock. So, yeah, it's just like Mayberry. But you know what, Deidre? When the hubby and I go out, yes, we do make memories. We have fun. We laugh. We joke. We eat. We uh, and, and our buying. When we get out and start buying, I'm always wanting to buy him something, and he's always trying to buy me something. Instead of fighting, like I want this and I want that, it's always I want you to have this. No, I want you to have this. Well, okay, you can get me that after I get this for you. Yes, we have an absolute ball. And of course, in the bigger town of London, my husband insists on, he's got that juicing down pat. He goes and loads up a whole buggy with organic vegetables. Boy, do we get the looks. So that's why when our vegetables come in, not only is it nice and organic, but there's one less trip we have to make. So I may live in isolation pretty much. There's a few friends scattered here and there, but trust me, we have a ball. Yes, I do. I grow lots and lots of stuff, Matt. I have a big garden down in like the field uh, um, on the bottom. And then my house is up on a hill, and I have gardens surrounding my house. Unfortunately, I have to fence them, temporary fences, and they're ugly. I have to fence my gorgeous gardens because of my precious puppies. They don't think a thing of getting in my garden and rolling and wallowing around after I just planted something. And so rather than to yell at them, we just put up a temporary fencing, and that solves that. It's ugly, but whatever. Yeah, see, I like my herbs close by my back door, and I like the Swiss chard. I can go out in the morning and get me a big, huge leaf of Swiss chard, snip me off some parsley, some cilantro, whatever I'm growing uh, that looks good. Um, Rosemary, whatever. Throw it. Oh, and strawberries. I ate my first strawberry today. There's only one, but I ate it. And of course, my blueberries. You know, okay, so I can throw all this stuff in the blender or in the juicer and just think of the direct hit of nutrients into my body. Yep. And, it's amazing what that does for you. And even if you have like a cheap $20 blender, throw that stuff in. Get you some orange juice, water, lemon water, but I don't know, whatever liquid you want. And if it does get too icky, like um, say you have too many green vegetables in it, sometimes that gets a little tough to drink. Just go put some honey in it, and there you go. Sometimes I can get by with putting orange juice. I keep organic orange juice and, mix it with a little bit of that, just enough sugar, natural sugar, to make it palatable. Because I'm telling you, hubby gets carried away in the summer and puts cucumber, lemons, um, asparagus. He even puts potatoes, tomatoes. He runs that through the juicer along with the beets, celery, um, carrots, and it can be quite tart. So, Oh, wow. I bet you guys feasted in the blueberries. Yeah, a lot of times I'll go out and feast on mine. Love those blueberries. And they are sure a superfood. The reason I go on about, uh, the juicing and the organic food is that's basically my life. I have to live that way. And if you guys take up just a little bit of that, maybe you won't have to do it. Maybe, you'll stay healthy enough that you don't have to take it as far as I need to sometimes. Yeah, a lot. I love grazing on my blueberries and strawberries. And of course, I throw green onions in everywhere at different times. So I always have them. And with a nice home cooked meal, I like an onion, a pepper, a big slice of tomato. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, Matt, did you all get enough blueberries that you could like freeze them or make maybe a blueberry pie or something with them? Now, I will throw my blueberries in my oatmeal. No, I go out and I eat the green onion, Linda. I like the green onions to go with my meal. However, Mr. B will throw a little hunk of onion in my juice. I don't recommend it necessarily for someone that's not, I wouldn't put it in my smoothie, no. Mr. Bills gets a little bit overly zealous. But the green onions are great just to go out and pull up and have with a meal. And when he juices, he'll only use a half a lemon. And he does soak everything. So he does the peel and everything in a lemon. But now your juicing is different from your smoothie. Your smoothies, or my smoothies, I do in my blender. But even if you don't have a lot of that stuff, uh, I used to buy, you can buy these organic bags of fruit called a fruit medley. And, anyone can put a little bit of orange juice in a blender and put those, maybe a handful of that fruit and have a nice smoothie. And I also keep those powdered, those powdered things in a can that you can buy. Like you can get a greens. I got one with beets. It's basically dehydrated stuff that you put maybe a spoon. It's on the order of those protein uh, things that you can buy, the box canisters. And there's also certain pills I can't swallow. So I take my scissors and cut them up and put in my blender. The ones, the capsules. For the life of me, I cannot get this screen to act right. Uh, Deidre, can you see the my time? Now I can read where I have 23 thumbs up, but I can't get the time. Not that I care. I just I do not know why I can't get that. Probably a screwed up computer or screwed up YouTube. One of them. $90. Wow. I've been on an hour and a half over. Oh my gosh. 0 dislikes. Poor old Linda. Well, the 9 is next to the 0, Linda. Okay, that is something I would do. So she puts down, she misses a 0 and writes 9. Hi, Johnny Mercer. Hey, what's going on with you? Good to see you. I know, me too, Mark. Only thing is, you do have to feed the body. It does have a certain nutritional requirements, and they are needed daily. Mark, I gotta fess up, okay? You know, I told you that hubby juices, and he has every day for like 2 years, and I get so sick of drinking those, so very sick. However, I know that it's the reason I'm able to get around like I do. And yes, I get tired of salad too, but I know that I have to eat that too. However, on days like tomorrow, it's hubby's birthday, I might get a salad, but I'm telling you, I'm going to be really, really bad. I don't know how bad, but and and you know what, Mark? Guess what? It's okay because the next day I will repent and eat well again. I know, Johnny. Yeah, it gets to be a grind. Got to go to work tomorrow. I remember the feeling. But guess what, Johnny? We're retired now, and now we say, "Oh boy, I can get ready for work tomorrow. Oh boy, I can do what I want." You know what, Mark? I have been planning on doing that because if y'all knew how easy it was and the different ways you can make them, and if you stick to a mostly vegetable, yes, and keep the natural sugar, your body does not treat, you know this, your body does not treat natural sugar like it does regular sugar. However, in a diabetic situation, you do kind of keep it down, even the natural. So I would suggest, now, can you have natural sugars like orange juice or no? If not, you have to use water. Kefir smoothies, there you go. You know what to do. And you kind of push it on the vegetable side. Um, Asparagus is a superfood, a super healing. And the sky's the limit when it comes to vegetables. And the greener and the redder, the better. You just got to have enough liquid to make the blender work. And yeah, get me a little bowl or a little colander, and I go out and pick whatever I got growing. Pick a few herbs, throw them in there. If I'm not happy with that, I go get a spoonful of that powdered something. I'll even show those. Yes, I should show that about how easy it is. Now, I did do that on Facebook several years ago, and I would show these big mugs of green juice, and everybody says, I can't do that. Well, 102 minutes. And it has been so enjoyable. Gosh, I've loved this live stream. Okay, I will. And like I said, those uh, um, Swiss chard. Oh my gosh! If you don't grow a Swiss chard, you should, because number one, it grows in the cold. Number two, it grows in the heat. And I think I had my Swiss chard um, up until like January something. Hello, Nick Jones. Welcome. You want to come up panel? I know you always want to come panel. And I always love having you. Just give me the word. But yeah, and if you made them daily, and washing a blender is not like washing a juicer. I mean, you can just like rinse them out kind of easy. And if you're not really, really ill, you can get by with smoothies. You do not have to juice. The really ill ones do need to juice because the juice, you're taking out the fiber, and it helps those who are really sick to get into this. It's a straight hit to the bloodstream, to the digestive system, and it goes into the organs where it's needed and a lot faster. Where if your body has to, yes, you do need a smoothie a day. Whereas the fiber is good for most people, and so the smoothie is a good deal for everybody. Hi, Iced Rose. Hello and welcome. There you go, Mr. Nick. You guys understand what I'm saying? The difference between um, smoothies and the juicing. Okay, see, um, the the juicing is already done the digesting more or less by removing the fiber. So it has an easier path to be absorbed into the system. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. It's up in my head, I just can't pull it out. Hey, Nick. How's it going, Nick?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, you have the floor because I have to go to the kitchen for a minute. I'm going to get me a bottle of water. See, if you come in, Nick, I put you to work.
Don't all women. You all right, life with Linda, Mark? How are you? You're not pressuring me. Oh, I'm doing all right, like life with Linda. But it's just gone 6 o'clock in the morning over here.
Thank you, Nick. I got me a big cold water.
Yeah.
Hey, puppy, you're going to have to move it.
You should get yourself a small fridge for beside your chair, Elegant.
Pardon me?
Have a small fridge for beside your chair.
I never did hear you. Speak slowly.
I said you should get a small fridge.
A what? Oh, a fridge.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, I know it's a nice little walk down that hall to go get my water, but put it by my chair. And then I wouldn't get any exercise at all, Nick.
I've got a fridge in my bird shed.
Well, you know, I, I I have to walk so much anyway because my legs hurt. If I sit too long, my back hurts. And the longer the chat, I think the chat is on to me. They can tell when I start getting antsy. Hey, you guys watch the chat. I got to take a walk. They know it's time for me to go, and they're too kind to tell me, but I know they're on to me.
I'm just laughing at Life with Linda's last comment.
Yeah,
Oh,
she speaks Nickies.
Thanks for the birthday wishes, everybody.
Mr. Bills just wished everybody, he thanked everybody for the birthday wishes. He's going to bed.
Bill?
Yeah, that's Mr. B. He'll be 72 tomorrow.
Oh, man, no.
Healthy as a horse. And works like one, too. Of his own chewing. Of his own choosing, because he is retired, but he just likes to be outside.
Yeah, it's better than being stuck in the house all day.
Oh, he can't stand it.
I can't stand it. I don't get any peace from my mum then. We'll be nagging all the time.
Well, he you ought to hear him. if I ask him to do something inside the house. You don't understand. The sun is shining. I got to get outside.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I have a hearing problem. Plus, I guess I don't speak Nickese. That's a brand new language that's come out, I see. And Nick is so good to, sometimes he even has to spell the words that I can't hear. And I thank you for that. You don't get upset with me.
Siamo Cymraeg.
Yeah, Mr. Bills feels like he's wasting daylight. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wasting that good work time. Oh, yeah, I understand completely. Bless his heart. So, Mark, if you have to juice, do you also do smoothies? See, that's what I need to do. But I have been lax with my smoothie. Yeah, and I juice. And yes, I get sick of it. But maybe I can spice it up with my blender and make better smoothies. And I won't get so sick of the juicing. Anyway, Nick, how does this talk? Does it? I bet you're thinking, give me a big fat hamburger.
Oh. Nice 2-inch T-bone steak.
I may have one of those tomorrow. We are going out to eat, and I don't know if I'm having a big steak. Yes, and the thicker the better.
Oh, yeah.
Or
The gristle, right?
or
It's got to have a bit of fat on the edge as well.
I like it medium rare.
Exactly like the same as I like mine.
I find that if they're too well done, they're tough.
You're right, Mark. No,
Yeah,
what I like with my steak is creams.
moo. Deidre says moo. That's right. Wipe it up a little bit, get it a little warm, and throw it on my plate, Deidre. I know I'm a sick woman.
Oh, I'm doing the Homer Simpsons thinking about steak. Oh, can't beat it.
You know, I like something garlicky with my steak, either put on my potatoes or on my bread, or gotta have garlic.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I make these compound butters. I'll have to do a video on that too. Because I get this butter and I get it kind of soft. I divide it 3 ways, and some of them I put garlic and tarragon. Others I put um, um, like parsley. And anyway, I make 3 different kinds. I have to check with my recipe book. I don't have them. It's been a while since I made them. And then I take them and I roll them into like a log. And you can either freeze them or put them in the fridge. And I've actually put like a garlic herb, big pat of butter on my steak. And I know like it's not fat enough to begin with.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, see, I knew we'd be talking about food. I blame Deidre. I do. It's usually her fault.
Yeah.
How do you like that one, Deidre? You're getting blamed and you did nothing. Hi, Carol O'Connor. Welcome.
Hey, Carol.
Colt checking in. You're usually guilty, Deidre.
No, I've got a busy day today.
You had another busy day?
No, I will be today.
Oh, will be. That's right. I keep forgetting you're on. It's the middle of the night where you're, or probably early morning, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No, he's bought a house and he's modernising it. And he's got a big shed at the bottom of the garden. And he says he just wants it clearing and getting rid of the shed off. So,
Yeah, you always seem to be um, busy, and you have a knack for making money.
yep. You make money on everything if you work hard enough.
All I know is spending money.
Yeah, that's typical woman.
I'm not good at like making it, but that's okay because I worried about that most of my life. I'm retired now, don't have to worry about it. I'm just into spending it.
You can't take it with you though, can you?
That's right. So, and I want to spend as much as my children's inheritance as I can. I tell them that all the time. And they
Well,
say,
I've got an idea. I've got an idea for you, Elegant.
what?
If I send you all my bank details and you can send all the money over to me, I can spend it for you.
Oh, really?
That's a thought. Well, you said you
Yeah,
wanted to spend it quick.
right. But I like to spend it on the niceties and the luxuries of whatever I'm into. Like right now, my biggest weakness, I do it every year. I spend a ton of money on flowers and plants and
Oh, nah.
oh, I can't pay. Oh, I can't pay. I'm addicted, Nick. I just can't uh, pass them by without blowing a ton of money.
Now, there's one of my friends that I breed budgies with. I made him like a little raised garden out of some old scrap wood I had left over.
That was neat.
It's free.
You know, one time, hubby had, this was many, many years ago, he had a bunch of logs and stacked up somewhere. I went and got them and I stood them upright and then put like a, I don't know, some kind of maybe wire around them to kind of hold them up. And
Yeah.
I filled that up and it worked fine. Oh, Carol O'Connor, that is Nick Jones, 74. And he's from the UK.
Yeah. Yes, Mark, what you want?
So Mark had prime rib. I like that too.
Oh, barbecue ribs I like.
Yep. So no doubt I'll be stopping by the flower store tomorrow.
Mm.
Yeah, we are still alive, Carolyn.
No, I'll be going shopping next week.
What do you like to spend money on?
Old tools.
Ah, like the hubby.
I like the new stuff. It's crap. I've
Um,
got a whole,
you know, he mainly needs like I don't know how many weed whippers he's got, weed whips. And he's always breaking his tractor down. He needs tractor parts. He needs implements. I bought him a new mower, riding mower, the other, let's see, year before last.
yeah.
And I also got him one of those real nice wood splitters. So he's kind of happening.
Yeah. No, but the main thing that I like is axes.
Axes.
Yeah.
Oh, hubby likes them too.
Like, I'm after a what you call them, a double bit axe. Do you know what I mean, elegant?
No.
It's where the axe head's got two edges on it.
Oh, okay. Is that the kind you like?
Yeah. But over here, they're just stupid prices. Like, you're looking like 60, £70 for an axe head.
Okay. I never really paid attention to that, what he's got. But I'm sure he's got a selection.
Mm.
And you know what? Um, is it a mall or something where the thing you
No,
beat?
it's just an axe. It's an axe head.
No, I was talking about something different. He also has those malls that he beats to pieces.
Oh, I've got about 7 of them.
Yeah. So, Deidre says, could he use an umbrella? The only time he would want the umbrella is if it's raining. I think he loves the sun.
Yeah.
But I have offered to attach one. In fact, when we had our swimming pool, we had one of those great big umbrellas that was adjustable, had the solar
Yeah.
lights, and I would be out there swimming under the umbrella. And he says, I thought the whole purpose of swimming is to get out in the sun. I go, yeah, but to my son, So, yeah. Mr. B breaks a lot of those tools like you're talking about, Nick.
I always doesn't bother me. You get the new tools these days. If you break them, you got to go and buy a new one. The old ones you don't.
Oh, I see. I understand what you're saying. Hi, Tammy Jackson. Welcome to my live stream.
What's that in moderation? Wait, you're talking about me, Deirdre?
No, I think that was hubby. I think.
Hi, Tammy. No, you should see the amount of meat that I eat.
I bet you can put it away.
Yeah, but I always work it off though.
Right. Yeah, Deidre, he thought you was talking about him. But I think, was you talking about putting an umbrella on the tractor? That
Oh, I
was
don't know. I
that
forgot
was for
now.
the hubby.
No, I think my pet hate is when people say if you eat loads of meat in that and you'll put on tons of weight. It's not. You got to get exercise to burn it off.
Yeah, she was talking to Mark because Mark has to limit his meat because of diabetes. And I think that, and yeah, he did have prime rib. Now, see, I don't like a lot of meat all the time, but when I do eat it, I do want it to be good, like, like you were talking about, Nick, a 2-inch steak, a prime rib, something awesome.
Hey, Mark, what diabetes have you got? Type 1 or type 2? I'm asking.
Yeah, Mark, do you have type 1 or type 2?
Oh, it's going to be a
Mark, I
gorgeous
think
day.
what you need to stay away from, especially, are preservatives. They can play havoc with your diabetes. People don't even think they don't even go there.
No, like my meat, I only get it from one place.
And I bet you've already researched and found that that's the best place to get it, right, Nick?
No, I've been getting stuff from there for about over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And my family's been getting their meat from there
Uh,
since what, 1960?
you probably know the people real well, huh?
Yeah, plus I get it well.
So, Tammy, you been doing anything great today? I would think that having a steak would be better than eating something with preservatives, like in a boxed meal or a frozen dinner, or um, for instance, uh, your lunch meats that with all the nitrates, and all that stuff. You know, the sliced stuff you buy at the deli or in a package.
Nah.
Your canned meats have them. Um, so if you're eating a nice fresh steak, to me that's got to be better than any of those. So you've been resting, Tammy? I had a great big nap, Nick.
Yeah, so did I.
Yep, several
Pulled
hours. So, and this is late for me. Normally I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, but when you start enjoying something, the time just goes out the window.
I know. And they keep a track of my time and my, because I can't read it on my computer.
You do know right on the likes.
Yeah,
25.
okay. And what's my time?
I'll have a look now. All I've got's 2 hours.
See? And it's like I've been having so much fun.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Tammy, that you've been feeling bad and pain. That's never good. And Mark really will pray for you, Tammy, and so will I. 2 hours. Yeah, it's like I just opened it up.
Yeah.
I've been getting some fantastic people come in here. Two hours and 13 minutes. That's unbelievable. But I have been having a ball.
And I think you'll be on this for about another 2 hours.
Probably.
Mm.
My puppy don't know what to think. He's wanting me to get into bed. And so he left highly miffed. Come here, puppy.
No, I think there's one thing that does me head in the most. Elegant.
I'm sorry, Nick. What'd you say? I had to go and hug my puppy.
Okay. No, one thing that does me head in the most when people start moaning that they got the backs hurting.
Okay, I didn't understand.
No, when people start moaning that the back's hurting and that,
Oh, okay.
they can have my back if they want.
I got you. Yep.
Well, do you have injections, do you, Mark? Or is it tablets? Now, you'll get better, Tammy.
So he's got type 2 and he's also got high blood pressure.
Oh,
Staying away from processed foods will help the high blood pressure also. Yep. Now, Mark, you do understand that you are now feeling what has been building up for years, right?
is that gone? Sorry. No.
Some of that inherited stuff, you have a propensity for that due to your genetic makeup. But it's not written in stone, even if your family does have that. It's not written in stone that you have to keep it. So, Nick, you have to deal with a bad back.
Yeah.
Is it arthritis or damage, injury?
I've got injury on my back and I still carry on.
I don't quite understand that, Mark. Oh, because of the GMO feed. So, yeah, gotcha. That is a given, though, Mark. You should,
Do you have butchers in America?
right. Nick, do you not have to worry about GMO?
I won't eat. I won't eat this stuff.
Yeah, but it's not pushed on you like it is in
No.
America, right?
No.
No, your
No.
European countries are not, they don't push it. Somehow they don't allow it as much.
I'm not elegant. I'm not European. I'm British.
You're British?
I'm
Okay,
not
well,
European.
yeah. Okay. All the overseas countries.
That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
They don't push it as hard, or they fight it harder. They don't, they just, you know, see, Americans, they shove everything on us.
Stuff like that.
So when Nick was talking about his butcher, he's pretty confident that he's not eating GMO. And the beef, chickens, beef, you have to worry about what they're being fed. That is why I go on these rants about organic food. Nick doesn't have to worry about it like we do. And it's because of our legislators that have allowed it. Now, see, I break every one of the rules. We're not supposed to talk. Well, that's not one of my rules, but most people don't like to talk politics, but I'm afraid that is what is going on here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't get around it.
Yeah, but where I get my meat from, the butcher, elegant.
Yeah, but see, you know what kind of meat you're getting.
Yeah, because he breeds the cattle himself.
And you know what he's feeding his cattle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So see, don't I wished I was in your shoes. However, I do have a place myself, but, you know. Oh, what does Swiss chard taste like? Actually, it doesn't have uh, a strong flavor. It's kind of like lettuce, except it's firmer, and you can slice it up, chop it up, put it in soups, and I always, because it's loaded with vitamins, I always put it in my smoothies and juice with it also.
Right, I think I'll go and get my head down for a cup.
So you're going to leave on us, Nick?
Yeah, no, because I've got a lot to do today. I'll just go and get my head down for a couple of hours.
Okay, and thank you for coming up.
Yeah, I'll be on your next one.
All righty, thank you.
Right, night, everyone.
And yeah, good night to us. And I think he's starting his day. It's a kind of, Mark, Swiss chard is a kind of lettuce that chops up like a green. It's firm and it looks gorgeous. It's not real strong. It's quite nice. And you can go out and pick a big leaf and pick them, and then they just grow and grow. I don't eat a lot of meat either, Tammy, but I don't think meat is necessarily bad for you. It's just what all they put in it uh, in their feed when they're feeding their cattle. Same with chickens. If the chicken is fed GMO feed, yeah, there's a lot of adjustment there, Mark. a lot of it. And that's a very hard thing to do. And yet you would have to devote most of your day to doing that. Oh, you went off of them due to oh my gosh. Yeah, multiple problems. I understand. Well, the thing with red meat is I personally think it's getting a bad rap because there are certain minerals in it that your body could gladly use, and it also has protein. So, um, and if it's organic, and people have to get used to the fact that the fats, a good, clean, healthy fat is not necessarily bad. Now, here's where I'm going to lose a lot of you because it's not the common way of thinking, not the modern way of thinking. But if you'll go back to our ancestors who raised their own meat and fat, they worked hard, and the fat never hurt them. A lot of mine lived to be 100 years old, and they ate pork fat and bacon, but their bacon wasn't. Um, they didn't have a lot of nitrates in theirs because they cured and uh, salted their meats. Yep. So that's where you get into trouble. Does that blow your mind, Mark, about the fats? Just think about it. They didn't have GMO. My ancestors never had to worry about that. They worked hard. They worked the fat off. And where you get into trouble with the fats, especially now, is trans fats. To make it where it um, sits around a while. And who knows what they put in for preservatives. Well, they can be certified. If they're certified organic, I don't think it's a GMO product. The last I researched, they might have changed the laws. I don't know. That's right, Tammy. I think that if you buy something that's certified, not non-GMO or organic, um, I kind of trust it because I know how hard it is to get that certification. But can we know for sure? No. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, it's kind of like rhubarb, Mark. Yes, I believe in that too, Tammy. Okay, and I do hope your pain goes away, Tammy. And thank you for stopping in. Good night. And it is getting late for me. And I have enjoyed this chat. And I think I'm going to get off pretty soon because y'all know I got to go to town tomorrow and celebrate with the hubby. And we will probably leave kind of early. And again, y'all say your goodbyes for now. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I do plan on live streaming uh, every night that I can. And I'm usually not this late, but I can't really adhere to any schedule at this point in my life. So everyone say good night. And I want to say God bless each and every one of you richly and abundantly. And thank you so much for coming to my live stream. I have enjoyed you immensely. Oh, Mark, if it says so, they could be in a lot of trouble if they if if they're certified organic and they're not. So I kind of trust it. So good night, Mark, and everyone.